Okay, I'm going to walk you through this mobility flow. A lot of this is adapted from functional progressions. If you don't know what that is, you should totally look it up. Start supine with your knees bent and take a few deep breaths. Think through what intention you want to have during this mobility flow. Pick up your knees. Act like you're holding a big physio ball. You want your knees to be a little bit wider than your hips. And again, breathe, maintaining core engagement. You're then going to roll to the side, keeping your spine neutral. Doing an oblique sit. And then rolling back to the center and doing it the other side. Our core is engaged the whole time, and our diaphragm is over our pelvis. You then roll into a shin box position. Get some thoracic rotation. Twist side to side. Lean forward. Breathing through it all. You'll come back to that oblique sit and then transition back into all fours hold. And then repeat on the other side. Again, doing those twists. Leaning forward. This feels really good. You can sit here in these positions a little bit longer too, if you need. Transition to the oblique sit and then roll back to all fours hold. Then we're going to be doing the opposite arm, opposite leg drop. Again, maintaining core control and breathing throughout the entirety of the movement. Only do the range of motion that allows you to keep your back flat. Do about 8 to 10 reps. Good. Again, roll to your side, oblique sit to shin box. Then we're going to breathe. A couple deep breaths. We're going to activate our glutes and come to a half kneeling position. We'll do this about 3 to 5 times. Transition to oblique sit again, to all fours, and then roll to the other side to repeat. Raising your glutes, or raising your hips by activating your glutes, keeping your core engaged. We want to practice stability in this. Do about 6 more, opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, breathing, maintaining core control, your back's not arching. Roll to your side. And now we're going to get on all fours. We're going to do a rocking child's pose. Remember to breathe during this. Play around with your feet placement. Move your head a little bit. Take your right foot and put it on the opposite or on the outside of your right hand and rock back and forth. This is rocking tripod. Switch legs, put your left foot on the outside of your left hand and rock back and forth. Do this a couple times. You'll really feel this in your hips and hamstrings. Now bring both legs up and get into a deep squat and hold. You can sit here for a little bit if you'd like, and then we'll do about 3 to 5 sets of squats to get the heart rate up. Good. Go back down to in tabletop position And we're going to lift the knees, engage that core, and breathe. Put the knees down and repeat. You can do this a couple more times, but then we'll move on to a bear crawl. What's important is to keep, again, that spine neutral, minimal movement, stabilized, going forward and backwards a couple times. Good. Again, rocking back and forth just a little bit. Now go to a tall kneeling position and kick up your left leg and pivot it out to the side. I'll show you from the front side on the next leg, but it's gonna be out to the side, and you're gonna rock back and forth laterally or side to side. Breathe. Do some good rotational twist. You're gonna take your left hand and press it on the inside of your left knee to really stretch that. And then place it forward, and you're going to, again, just slightly keep your hips neutral, maybe tuck your pelvis slightly and lean forward. This is not a runner's lunge. You should feel it in your right hip flexor. Now from the front view, take your right leg and then pivot it out. Again, doing the lateral rocking back and forth. Good. Now press your hand against that right knee on the inside, and you'll feel an active stretch in your legs. It feels amazing. Breathe. Get some twists, rotational twists in there. Put your knee forward. Again, keep your hips neutral, maybe tucked just a little bit to activate that hip flexor more, and you'll be feeling this on the left hip flexor. Now we're going to do some lateral side stretching. You should feel this all on that side, your lats, your obliques. It feels so good. And then switch and do it the other side. Take some really good deep breaths and try to fill your rib cage. You can sit in these positions for 10, 15, 20 seconds each, taking those breaths. Now you can squat, again, 3 to 5 squats to pick our heart rate up. And now you're going to lean down and kind of fold yourself and come up and try to do like very slow vertebrae by vertebrae, and then go into a forward lean where your arms are up and taking that big deep breath. Do that one more time. Big deep breath. And now we're going to end with a lateral lunge flow. So you're going to just do a static lunge. You're going to lean into that lateral lunge 3 to 5 times, both sides. Really stretching that inner thigh. And then we're going to make it a little bit more dynamic by adding that step. Again, 3 to 5 times per side. Slowly increasing our heart rate. If we're moving into an exercise, this again gets us ready and warmed up, or this can just be for a maintenance day. And now we're ending on transverse lunges. So you're going to have your foot to the side and you're pivoting and then lunging, doing that twist. You can't really see my feet, but my left foot is actually pointed towards the wall. Now my right foot will be pointed towards the wall, and I'm twisting my body and lunging. We want to kind of work with all planes of motion, so this is a good transverse movement. Take one deep breath. Again, do some lateral stretches. And that's it. Great job, guys.